will tell.
So have things settled down out there?
Well, Roger's gone. In fact, the whole place is pretty much cleared out.
Have you talked to Ed?
I haven't seen him since he sent Roger flying.
I saw him just a few minutes ago, and he kind of looked like he didn't want to talk to anyone, so I came in here to get a bite to eat.
Oh, he really lost it out there.
I know he did. I've never seen him like that before. Except for one time. Once before, and it was about Roger as well.
Who else?
This time, this was so much worse.
Yeah, well, Roger has that uncanny ability of setting anybody off. And somebody as level-headed as my Uncle Ed.
There he is.
Ed? Ed?
You okay?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
You sure? You wanna get out of here?
No, I'm fine. I feel humiliated. I'm sorry I spoiled everyone's
You didn't
evening.
spoil anything. You lost your temper.
Yeah, people do that.
And it was completely justified.
Yeah, Roger he had it coming.
I would have done the same thing.
Although I'm not so sure that it's completely over yet.
What do you mean?
Well, and you bruised Roger's ego, which is not a great thing, you know?
What are you saying? Roger's going to try to get back at it?
Well, yeah, it's his M.O. You know, I think we should get a restraining order against him, Ross. Is this something that's out of the question?
No, it's not.
Extreme, though.
Actually, we could show cause. I suppose it's better to be safe than sorry.
If you think you can restrain the man, go ahead. Restrain him.
I'll get on it right away.
Hey, you look a little shaky. Why don't you let me take you home?
No, I'm okay.
Sure?
Excuse me. A phone call, Mr. Spaulding, in the main dining room?
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
I'm fine. Go ahead. Thank you for today.
All right.
What's the matter? It's just tonight. It just brought it all back.
What?
You and Daddy. Fighting. It's just like when I was a kid. I used to sit up in my room and I would, I could hear you downstairs just yelling at each other and the doors slamming and the cars screeching out of the driveway, and I would just sit there and I'd pull the covers up over my head and I would just start shaking.
You were so young, I didn't...
What?
I didn't think you were aware of so much.
I was there, Mom. How could I not? I saw, I heard.
But you didn't say. No.
No, I just kind of buried it deep inside of me. The shrinks were all unanimous and calling it deep denial. I was real good at that.
Did you understand why we fought?
Well, it mostly had to do with Ed, didn't it? That's been going on forever.
It was more complicated than that.
How?
I don't mean to whitewash myself, but I think there were always two Rogers, you know. One very sweet, very vulnerable, very sensitive, loving me, and the other that he hated himself, and so he hated anyone who loved him.
Why?
I don't know. But I wasn't perfect, and I couldn't fix things. I couldn't make him happy, and I would disappoint him. He would grab at me, and I would retreat, and that's when it would start. And this violence.
Is that what happened when he raped you?
Yeah. And I've always been trying to ward that off, you know, not flip the switch. But I suppose so much time has gone by, I forgot. I just thought, happens when we get together.
You know, I always believed that if you let Daddy get close to you again, everything would work out for all of us.
Do you still believe that?
No. I remember after all the fights, you would call out for Ed. You'd sit in your room and you'd be crying. I remember that.
Ed was always there for me. He would always stand up to Roger.
Blake, honey, I need a little time alone with your mom, okay?
Sure.
I'm so sorry about tonight.
It's okay.
How'd it go?
I'm not sure.
You and Holly talked, didn't you?
We talked, we cried, we laughed. I don't know, did we laugh? Not much. Everything was just so...
Intense.
Well, you do know what they say about men finishing their girlfriend's sentences, don't you?
What happened, Ed? You go home?
No, he's with Holly. And I have a feeling that's going to be a lot more intense.
Robert,
Oh, yes, Mr. Spaulding.
if Mr. Thorpe shows up again, I want you to let me know immediately.
Yes, sir.
Even if I'm not here, call me on my car phone, message on my machine.
Of course, Mr. Spaulding.
I feel sorry for my mother. I actually feel sorry for her.
Why?
Because I think I'm starting to understand what her life has been like. I mean, why she is who she is. I can't believe I'm saying this.
What did she say?
A lot of things. Unbelievable things. But they were true. They made sense.
It's been a long time since you and Holly talked, hasn't it?
No, we've never talked like this before. We didn't hold anything back. I told her how I felt like I was always smack in the middle of all of her fights with Daddy, and that I always felt so guilty and so mad and sad and all of those wonderful things. That just have made me what I am today.
Sounds fun.
But it really meant a lot to me because she said things that allowed me to think about things that I never have before.
Things like what?
Like how I've always been caught in this push-pull with my dad. And that it's just been the same thing for her. It's just been going on forever. She let her guard down one night, and look at what happened. She got slapped down, publicly humiliated. I know what that feels like.
You're not saying that your sleeping with me is comparable to her sleeping with Roger, are you?
Oh, Ross, I didn't mean that.
Good. Because I really think she made a very poor choice. Unless you're going to tell me it wasn't.
No. She wanted it to happen.
Maybe you can tell me how, then. I mean, how could she, after all these years, after everything they've been through together?
Sometimes when two people have been through so much together, it's